Good morning, boys and girls. We are on page 44 in your math book. We are on lesson 8 homework. For the first problem, they ask you to estimate the product first, and product means the answer to a multiplication problem. So that's what you want to remember. Product means the answer to a multiplication problem. Now, they're asking you to solve by using the standard algorithm, and then you need to make sure that you're estimating to check your reasonableness of the product. So they're asking you to estimate, for an example, if I round the number 312 to 300 as a whole number and 149 to 100, and when I multiply those two numbers together, I get 30,000. So that means that my exact amount should be also around 30,000, okay? So that's what I'm going to do here. I am going to multiply. This is a very small number, so I'm going to, or tiny font, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little better. So 2 times 9 is equal to 18. 9 times 1 is equal to 9, plus 1 is 10. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28. Bring down my 0 because I'm multiplying in my tens place. I'm going to cross these out because I already went over them. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. 4 times 1 is equal to 4. 4 times 3 is equal to 12. And I'm going to bring down 2 zeros now because now I'm multiplying in my hundreds place. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. 1 times 1 is equal to 1. And 1 times 3 is equal to 3. And I'm going to add all of my numbers together. 8 plus 0 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 0 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 8 plus 2 is going to give me 14. Or, yes, 14. Carry my 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. And 4 plus 2 again is equal to 6. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4, so my final answer is 46,488. Okay, now we're going to go on to problem B. For problem B, I have 3 times 5, which is equal to 15. 5 times 4, which is equal to 20. 20 plus 1 is equal to 21. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 2 is equal to 37. And then I'm going to make sure to bring down a 0 because I am multiplying in my tens place. I'm going to cross these out. And the reason being is I don't want to confuse myself by accidentally adding a number that I did for the previous row. Now, I have 9 times 3, which is equal to 27. 9 times 4 is equal to 36. 36 plus 2 is equal to 38. 9 times 7 is equal to 63. 63 plus 3 is equal to 66. And I'm going to add 2 zeros because now I'm multiplying in my hundreds place. So 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. And 2 times 7 is equal to 14. I went a little bit over, but that's okay. I'm going to add everything together. 5 plus 0 plus 0 is equal to 5. 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. And 15 plus 6 is equal to 21. Now I'm going to add 8 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2 is going to give me 19. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. And 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So my final answer is 219,185. Now, I'm going to do the next problem, and a good idea is to draw lines so that you don't get confused with other rows. So it's very, very important when you're multiplying triple digit numbers that your numbers are all aligned, or else one answer that is wrong, that you make that is wrong, is going to be incorrect for all of them. So it's super important that you can see that, okay? Now, first thing they want me to do is to estimate. So I'm estimating 400 times 600. And that would give me about 240,000, okay? Now, on this side, I forgot to estimate, but 7 times 3 is equal to 21. Probably going to have to put it over here because I don't have room. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros at the end. So I have 210,000, okay? So for this one, I have 240,000. And I think I want to write it over here because I'm not going to have enough room to add all of my other numbers at the top. Okay. Now, 8 times 7 is equal to 56. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 5 is equal to 19. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 1 is 29. Bring down my 0, cross off these numbers so I don't get confused. I'm multiplying in my tens place, so I need to put a 0 here to multiply in my tens place. 3 times 8 is equal to 24. 3 times 2 is equal to 6, plus 2 is equal to 8. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. And now I'm multiplying in my hundreds place. So I'm going to add 2 zeros because I'm multiplying in my hundreds place. 6 times 8 is equal to 48. 6 times 2 is equal to 12. 12 plus 4 is equal to 16. 6 times 4 is equal to 24. 24 plus 1 is equal to 25. And now I'm going to add all of my numbers together. 6 plus 0 plus 0 is equal to 6. 9 plus 4 is 13. 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 10. 16 plus 10 is going to give me, did I do that right? 15 plus 10? Yes, it's going to give me 26. And 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is going to give me 12. And 5 plus 1 plus 1. Wait, what did I do wrong there? 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. And 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. Okay. And then we have 5 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 7. And bring down my 2. So my final answer is 272,636. Now I'm going to move on to the next problem. I multiplied 700 times 300 by rounding 691 to 700, and then I am rounding 305 to 300 to the whole number. 7 times 3 is equal to 21, and then I'm adding 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros at the end. So now I am going to multiply. So I have 5 times 1, which is equal to 5. 5 times 9, which is equal to 45. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 plus 4 is 34. Bring down my 0. 0 times 1 is equal to 0. 0 times 9 is equal to 0. 0 times 6 is equal to 0. And the reason being is because any number multiplied by 0 is going to give you 0. For the next problem, I'm going to add 2 zeros at the end. I'm multiplying 3 times 1, which is equal to 3. 3 times 9, which is equal to 27. And 3 times 6, which is equal to 18. 18 plus 2 is equal to 20. I'm going to add all of my numbers together. I'm going to add 5 plus 0 is equal to 5. And same thing but the next row. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. Carry the 1, bring down the 0. 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, and bring down my 2. So what I have here is 210,755. Now for the next problem, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm multiplying 4 times 6, which gives me 24. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros at the end. So my answer should be approximately 2,400,000. So we're going to see if that's true. So right here, I am going to multiply 8 times 6, which is equal to 48. 6 times 0, 0. I'm going to bring down my 4 because I'm adding 0 plus 4. 6 times 2 is equal to 12. 6 times 4 is equal to 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. I'm going to add a 0, and I'm going to erase these because I don't have room. So I can't just cross it out. I'm going to erase it. I know that 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. So this whole row is going to be 0 because 0 plus 8. 0 times 8 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 4 is also 0. I'm going to add 2 zeros because now I'm multiplying in my hundreds place.